Hi everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So you have heard all about my best and worst designer shoe purchases. So it was definitely about time that you hear all about my best and worst designer handbag purchases, and I definitely think that you're going to be shocked by at least one of these that's in there. Now, I'm known for selling on my handbags when I don't want them anymore, but that doesn't necessarily mean that I think that they were a bad purchase. I actually think that if you wear something a lot and then you're able to sell it on, I think that that's quite a good purchase actually, because you haven't really lost out on that money. What I do think is bad is if you buy a bag and you don't like it and you can't sell it on. That is a really big handbag fail. So in this video I am going to be showing you two of my least favourite handbag purchases, as well as two of my current favourites. There is going to be a mention of a third, but that's because it really is one of my favourites, but I think that you've heard a lot about it already. If you are new to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. I do 2 videos a week, one on a Wednesday and one on a Sunday, and I cover loads of different categories like beauty, a little bit of travel but not too much, and a lot of fashion as well. If you're interested in any of those things or just think that I might be a little bit of fun, please do hit the subscribe button down below. But I think it's about time that we hear about the handbags, so let's go. As usual, let's not kick this video off with a negative, so I'm going to go straight in with one of the handbags that I absolutely love right now. So this handbag is actually the newest in my collection, and it is the Bulgari Serpentine Forever bag, and you'll probably see a lot of this over Instagram at the moment because a lot of bloggers have got it, but for me it was definitely one of those I need to have that handbag. For me, I actually spotted this handbag ages ago at Heathrow Airport, and I was umming and ahhing about getting a scarf, and I fell in love with the bags, and it was all just too much for me, so I left empty-handed. What I love about this handbag the most is that it has that really classic sort of flap design and opening. Then it's also got this beautiful, like, ornate, and it almost looks like it's got precious stones in it. It's a serpent head and it's just beautiful. It's very like iconic of the Serpentine Forever range. I've also got the bracelet, so I kind of like it. It also says Bulgari on the back, and then it has this chain strap. This is the smallest size that this bag comes in. I think it has a wallet on a chain as well, but in terms of the handbag, this is definitely the smallest and actually the only one that I wanted. I was on the hunt for a really beautiful small bag that would just kind of go with everything, that's really comfortable to wear crossbody but also looks just stunning, and I'm yet to find an outfit that this bag does not go with, but I love it. I absolutely love it so much. Because it's a small bag, you can't fit huge amounts in it, so if you're looking for a bag that you can just shove everything in, this is not the one for you. This is one of those really special small handbags that you're very selective with what you put in it. So I tend to keep sort of my battery pack, my phone, a little cable, my card wallet, and maybe a lipstick or something like that. That's about all I can get in there. I do have a very large battery pack that has 4 chargers in it, so that's probably why. There's also some change in there. This bag retails for about £1,350, and you can get it online sometimes on Farfetch. You can get it online from Selfridges, and you can also get it in store at Bulgari. There's a really beautiful store on New Bond Street, which I've been to, and that's just stunning. So if you wanted to buy it in store, you can get it there. I will have popped a link to this down below, but at the moment I am wearing this bag all day, every day. I don't want to wear big bags, I just want to wear this one because it just looks so beautiful. It also comes in so many different colours and patterns, so there's definitely like bags for everyone. They do matte versions, these metallic ones, and I'll probably just link a couple of variations down below so that you can go and have a look. But this is, without a doubt, my most favourite handbag in my collection at the moment, and I am so glad that it's mine. Next up is a bag that I'm sure you will have seen on my channel before, but if you haven't, I will link to the unboxing video down below. I hope that you guys find this as funny as myself and everyone else has found it, but yeah, the bag that I am going to talk to you about is, if this doesn't give it away, I don't know what will. So this is the Saint Laurent Sac de Jour. I think this is like the nano or the micro or the non-existent handbag, but yeah. So when I unboxed this on my channel, it really was a genuine unboxing. I had not opened it, I had no idea what the size was, and I think that in my head I had thought I had the small version coming. For £800, I thought that I had the small version coming. So when this came, I was like, oh my god, like what is that? Like I can't fit anything in that. But stupidly on camera, I cut the tag off, which meant I couldn't send it back and exchange it for someone else. I don't know why I did that. I have no idea why I did that. To this day, I have no idea, but I did. Because I was thinking, oh, in the summer, I'll like use it as a really tiny bag and just like to keep everything uncluttered and stuff like that. But in actual fact, I've got so many other nice small handbags that this one has never had a look in. Like I can't put my phone in it, so as cute as this is, it costs £800 and I can't see anyone paying any kind of substantial money for a bag of this size. So I just haven't even listed it on anything to sell it. Maybe I will now that I put it in this video, but I can't see anyone buying it unless they really, really love small handbags. And I know that they're kind of in fashion at the moment, but for me this is just, it's unpractical, and yeah, it's probably my worst ever handbag purchase in the history of my handbag purchases forever and ever. I mean, perhaps I can like give it to my sister or something. Perhaps she can like wear it because she's 12, so maybe she can wear it. I know that a lot of brands do bags this size, but for me it just was not what I wanted in the slightest, and I just don't think that it ever will be. So yeah, it's a lesson learned from my end. Never cut the tag off before you've actually sat down and worked out when you're going to wear this, and also be a little bit more careful when you're buying things online. Like that was what I had to be more careful of. Make sure I read the measurements because the pictures totally didn't show the size of this, and yeah. So I learnt a valuable lesson from buying this bag, but this definitely has to go in the Hall of Fame of worst ever designer handbag purchases. Next up in the favourites category is a dust bag. No, it's not a dust bag. This is actually where I keep my Chanel handbag because I'm good like that, even though it's already battered. I wear it so much. But this is obviously my Chanel classic flap, and this is the medium size. You would have seen this already. I have already done a video on this, which I will link down below. This has got to be one of my favourite handbags ever. Like, you can't really go wrong with this handbag. It never goes out of fashion, it never goes out of style, and it actually goes up in value. Like, what handbags do that? It's incredible. It also just goes with so much. You can wear it with a really sort of classic chic outfit, but then you can also wear it with a really cool, distressed and sort of basic outfit as well. It just goes with everything. Now, as usual, the Chanel handbags are like the higher price point when it comes to handbags. Like, it's next level, their price range is insane. But when you're buying the classic flap, you can't really go wrong. I believe I bought this bag for £3,600, which is a lot. It's a lot, £3,600, yes, that is a lot. And it is a bag that gets loved very well. It does have some marks on it. In fact, even Lumi scratched it a little bit the other day, which made me feel a little bit sick, but as I've mentioned previously, I'm not planning on selling this handbag on. This is literally for me to keep forever and ever. So yeah, you can't really go wrong with buying a Chanel classic flap. I say classic flap because, yeah, we're getting to the next point. But basically it doesn't ever go out of style, and you can just wear it so much, and it goes up in value if you look after it. So I just think if you're going to buy one handbag in your life and you want to get the most wear out of it, then this one is definitely for you. So yeah, start saving your pennies and put a little pot to one side for your Chanel handbag fund like I did, because it's definitely worth it. But whenever I wear that handbag on social media, I always get questions about my other Chanel handbag too. So this might shock you, but my Chanel boy bag actually makes it into my worst designer handbag purchases. The reason for this is that I probably haven't worn this bag for about 8 to 10 months now. I think what this comes down to is just the fact that I bought the wrong size. I actually wanted the one that was a little bit smaller than this one, but because there was literally like a difference of £100 or something ridiculous like that, I thought I'll just get the bigger version. But actually this bag looks better in the smaller size, and it feels a little bit clumpy. It feels like it doesn't really sit against my body right, like it looks quite big against my body, and I just wish that I'd got the smaller size in this. It's also not been that great in terms of wear. Now, I don't really understand what has happened to the back here, but this has like collapsed, and I don't really understand why. Whenever I put anything in it, that bit sits down like that, which is really rather annoying. So for a bag that costs £2,200, 600, I believe. That's really not something that you would expect to see, and I've certainly had no issues with my Chanel classic flap, so for this one I'm a little bit disappointed. Now this is something that I may think to sell in the coming months or years. I want to go over it in my head a little bit more because this is the same size basically as a classic flap, but there's something about the design of it that makes me feel like it's the wrong size for me in this style of bag. Obviously I loved this handbag when I featured it in my unboxing video, but unfortunately sometimes when you sit back and you reflect, or you just go through your wardrobe and you think, oh, I've not worn that for a while, why is that? You realise that actually you maybe made a mistake. I'm only human, so I'm allowed to make a mistake or two when it comes to handbags because they're the things that I really do enjoy buying, so sometimes I'm just going to make mistakes and that's fine. But yeah, so this is a little bit of a shocker for me, I'm not going to lie. It's a shocker that it made it into this category, but when I was looking through my handbags I was literally like, it has to go in there. I have to tell them about my experience with this bag. So when people ask me what do I prefer, my classic flap or my Le Boy handbag, it definitely is my classic flap. That is 110% certain, and that's not going to change. That's not something that I'll like change in a few months' time. My classic flap is my favourite and I regret buying this one. So those are my two best and my two worst designer handbags that I've ever purchased. But I did also want to give a quick mention to my Louis Vuitton Capucines BB bag. Now I'm not going to talk about this a lot because I've done unboxings, I've done what's in my handbags, I've done a lot about this bag. But it is my best everyday bag that I've ever purchased. It's my favourite and I wear it so much. I'm so glad that I got it in the black with the silver hardware because it really is just a very smart and everyday bag. I feel very nice when I go to meetings with this. It fits everything in it. It's got so much space even though it's a smaller bag. So yeah, I wanted to give a quick mention to this one as well because I felt like it would be weird if I didn't mention this bag in this video, but I've talked about it so much on my channel, so I'll link those videos down below so you can go and hear a little bit more about it. So that's it for this video. I hope that you've enjoyed it and I hope that you've got a little bit more information on the handbags that I have, and I also hope that this video helps you make a bit more of an informed decision if you're thinking of buying a Chanel, like which one to get, or whether you're interested in the Bulgari handbag, or whether you're thinking of buying a stupidly small handbag like I did. As always, if you've enjoyed this video, please do let me know in the comments below because reading through your comments is literally my most favourite thing to do ever. You girls are hilarious and I know that there are guys as well, so you guys are funny too. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also hit the subscribe button down below because I am doing 2 videos a week. I look forward to seeing you in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!